Typiskt sån här tonårs grej. Så jag bara står här och grejer. I'm on. I'm simply on. Let me just wait. Share. So let's see what we can do. Yeah, you can record it. So now we are also basically live on Facebook on Your Horse Psychologist. And let me quit being a teenager, put this away, and say welcome to live. It's been a while. It's been a minute since we've been here doing a live show. And I'm here with Vill, who is at our place for some, he needs to get started on the saddle and rider and stuff. And we've been recording his process. He was actually here last year where we did the first part of the journey. Unfortunately, he got lame with something in his muscles or like growing pains or something. So we only got to the point where he accepted the saddle and the human and the rider. So we didn't got to the part where we actually could take care of accepting guidance and stuff. So that's why he's back again. He's even bigger. He's even more handsome. He is very, very, very nice. And we've built a lot of muscle, and he built a lot of muscle during the winter also before he came, because that was something that he somewhat lacked last year when we were supposed to start him. So we are just continuing his development, building his body, building his mindset, building his emotional stability, his fitness there, and just developing to become a super, super nice riding horse, and also just a delightful company to be with. He's so friendly, he's so curious, he's so social, and he's really, really, really nice. So yeah, this is Vill. Welcome to the live. Remember, if you have a question or if you have a comment or something, just write it in the comment section below the video on YouTube, or if you're on Facebook, you can also write it on the comment section there, and we will look at it afterwards. We will not look at it while we are doing live, but we will look at the YouTube comments. And also, don't forget to show me and Vill if you love carrots as much as he does, because he really loves carrots. So you need to put in a lot of carrots if you love them as much as he does. So don't forget that. Also, it's been quite a long time since we've been live and since we've done a thing like this. So a lot of things have happened. We have, as you may have seen, we've started this kind of a new brand-ish, or an additional brand to Hearts and Horses, which is Your Horse Psychologist, because we have fortunately increased our audience to be more international. So that's why we are also changing to more English and stuff like that. And if you have a question in Swedish, Danish, and Norwegian or whatever, you can write it in your language and I will try to answer it in your language. But anyway, since we're having more an international audience, we're doing it in English so that most people can understand it, and doing that. And that's why we're doing the whole branding thing with Your Horse Psychologist. Also because on Facebook, somehow we've lost access to our old Facebook page, the Hearts and Horses Hästakademin. We've lost admin access somehow. I still own it. And you can still go and visit it, but we can't post on it, we can't do anything on it really, so that's why we've created the new site as well. So that has happened. We have launched some changes. We have a great big masterclass here in southern Sweden in September, and we have a great masterclass in the northern part of Germany in October. And we've been on a tour both in Denmark and Norway, and we are going to do that next year as well, both in Germany, in Norway, in Denmark, and here in Sweden as well. Gonna have a big tour, and maybe we will expand to a different country also, because we've gotten some inquiries to go to England and stuff like that. So we may do that, we don't know, but at least those 4 countries we will be in. And we've also launched a new website. So if you go to heartsandhorses.se.dk, you will go to a website that says Your Horse Psychologist. But you can also go to yourhorsepsychologist.com. That's the same website. And all the information is in there. So go in, check it out, look at all the things that we offer now, and take a look at our education in there as well. But let's get back to the issue at hand, dealing with extroverted horses, or let's say extroverted behavior. Right now, Vill doesn't look that extroverted. He looks like very quiet, very nice. He doesn't do that much. But when we get going, he is actually quite extroverted in his behavior. And what we've noticed since we started exercising him a bit more, jumping the obstacles here and cantering a bit more, he has a specific pattern where he kind of stops, either backs up or locks up, and kind of freezes in himself, not going forward. And that's kind of a behavior that I wanted to show and see how we can deal with it in a way that increases cooperation between him and me, but also teaches him what he needs to learn, a constructive way of thinking in such a situation, instead of a more destructive way of thinking, just by locking up or backing up. So just like his name, Will, he is quite willful when he sets his mind to it. But let's just get into it. Let's get him moving a little bit, see what we have here. So let's take we'll take the easy side first. We'll take the right side here. So we'll ask him to go out like this. Part of his development and his education right now is to concentrate more, because that's something we're going to need when we are going to ride and guide him. We need a lot of concentration. And when you have young horses or immature horses or inexperienced horses or uneducated horses, then contact and concentration is something that's very, very important to have. And that's something we are building up in him, increasing the demands, increasing the pressure he can deal under, and also increasing the requirements for concentration. So he's an extroverted, and that is usually a stereotypical thing that is difficult for extroverted: concentration and focus. They can be very focused, but usually on a lot of different things and not on a single thing. And also concentration is also like not that long span of concentration. And then we want to exercise his body, so build muscle, because I'm going to go up there, so he needs to be strong, and especially because it will be unfamiliar terrain for him. It will be unknowing, like new kind of thing, so he won't be used to it. That means that he will overuse and compensate physically to carry himself and carry the saddle and then carry me as well. And that's why we want our horses, when we start them, to be very strong, no matter the breed, no matter the age, but just to have them be very strong. So right now you can see nothing really difficult going on. We can take him to the obstacle, see what he does there. So we'll start small, just to get going. Like this, see what he does. That was enthusiastic. Let's take the little bigger one. A little bit bigger. Okay, that was fine. Let's try the bigger one. So I'll just ask him to increase the speed. I didn't necessarily want canter, but I just asked him to go forward a little bit more. I will ask for canter later on, because that's usually where his behavior comes. If it comes, we don't know. We may have fixed it. So there we go. Let's see what he says, what he does. So almost jumping. That was an almost jump. Very nice. Change directions. So he gets one. There you go. Very well. So this looks nice. It feels nice as well. He's a little kind of in his body, like he goes with his head outside a little bit. I'm not too worried about that, because it's something that we can deal with later. So now I'm asking for the canter, and what I want is first just canter around, maintaining gait, direction, and so on, without me having to do much. So, but otherwise, just canter. See if he can find the correct lead on his gait, and then go forward. Just go forward, go forward, go forward. So he starts using his muscles, he starts warming up and all of that. And you can see he pulls a little bit, but that's to expected with an unexperienced and like a younger horse that they pull. So we'll ask him to go forward. And we'll just slowly increase the requirements, the demands on him. And see if we get to the behavior. So I don't want to have this kind of pulling going on, but I don't want to tell him off or kind of do too much about it at the moment, because right now we're still working on getting good forward. So I'm walking with him a little bit and holding the rope just to keep the momentum going and keep him going forward. It is uncomfortable for both him and me to walk like this, but I've put it in I'm putting it a little bit on him to kind of fix it, but he's fixing it by trotting instead. So what I'll do is I'll change directions like this, and then ask him for the canter like this. So here we have it. So this side is a lot nicer than the other side, than the left lead. So just go, just go, just go. And then I'll do a change of directions again, because we want the other lead to be the same. Be equally as good. There you go. So then I'm gonna do kind of a, what's that? What can we call that? Like a trombone move. So I'm gonna trombone out, trombone in, trombone out, trombone in. But ask him to keep cantering. Now he's on the right lead going left. So counter cantering. Come on. So trombone out, trombone in, trombone out. You see the rope is loose when I trombone out, and then trombone in is to put in position. So we'll ask him for a canter again. There you go. So trombone in, trombone out, trombone in, trombone out, and then ask for canter again. So trombone in, trombone out. So it's just a little bit, and of course it requires some strength to do that, but it's it shouldn't be like a power move that I'm actually pulling him a lot. But now it feels a little better. Good. So let's see what he says to the big jump. The biggest jump we have. So we'll put him on the easy side first, which is the right side. And then I'll just walk here. And ask for canter again. Because in order to build good muscles, especially good carrying muscles, he needs to use his belly muscles, his butt and his back to carry himself. And that is what jumping helps the horse to do, to really use that part. And you see it when he jumps here, if he jumps. So there. Then he chose not to. That's fine. It's his choice. I'll just send him the other way quite much. To say, okay, well then go away, and then try on the other side. It was somewhat okay. We'll try again. There we go. And then I'm gonna say, that was nice. And I don't want to say that immediately after, because that will just teach the horse that I'm jumping and then put in the brakes, and we don't want that while we're jumping. It's better to just jump, go a little bit, and then say, that was it. So then we're stopping here. And it doesn't seem like he has his behavior today, like he has a very willing mindset. He doesn't have an unwilling mindset, which usually was the thing that put on the behavior. So he has a very willing mindset today, which is very nice. Then we don't have to deal with that kind of extroverted behavior. Now we can focus on, we have a horse that is teachable, we have a horse that is cooperative, and then we can just collaborate on giving him some physical exercise. So there we go. Let's see, we ask him to go forward here, so we need it to get, so here is the behavior. Let's see. Okay, it was a little bit, just a tiny little bit. So we'll ask him to go forward. There we go. So we'll have to get it from this side as well. So I'll just put myself in position, put him in position. Let's see what he does. Almost. So instead of just sending him the other way around all the way and jumping that way, I'm just sending him away from it. Like this. So I'm holding like that. And then I'm gonna stop him there and then send him away, send him forward again, and then give him time to see what he does. Almost. So let's get here. So now we're getting some behavior, which is the point of this video. It's not like we want it, but it is the point of the video. So we'll just send him away again and ask him to go. Let's see. Almost. So I'm holding, not allowing him to do his thing, which is turning away. So I'm just holding that. So put him away from the thing again, away from the jump. Get him over here, stop the front end, then sending away, sending forward, and leaving him alone. So here, he doesn't want to commit to the jump. Let's put it over there. No. Okay, let's put it over. Come on. No. Let's put it over here then. Come on. There we go. So it's very important, like now his willfulness, like his own will and his unwillingness to do stuff comes up, and that is always allowed to have the kind of attitude, but it doesn't mean it has to be the end result. So we'll hold it, and then we go the other way, and then we go this way again, sending him that way. We'll hold it. There you go. And then I'm saying, because it took this long for him to actually choose to do it, then I'm going to give him a little bit of a time here, a little bit of a breather, so that he kind of gets confirmed the two different options or alternative that he has exposed here. So there is the alternative that he stops, does his thing, turning around, backing up, locking up, whatever, and walking away. And there's also the alternative to actually jump the thing. And he also got two different results. Like when he did his thing there first, he got that result. So that's something he can choose to get if he wants that. And now he jumped and then he got this result. So that's also an alternative that he can choose from. And it's not that difficult for us to guess which one he'd rather have than the other. But we don't make a big deal out of his thing. We just make it a little bit uncomfortable maybe, or difficult. And then we will have a very clear alternative, a very clear contrast between the two. So we'll just take the same side again. So we'll ask him to go out first on a little circle. And then when he's going away from the jump, I'm asking him for a canter. And then I'm going and positioning ourselves so that he can. Okay, so there, we're gonna stop him again. There, that was very interesting. Like first when he came there, he said no. But then he kind of realized, if I say no, I know what's gonna happen. So then he quickly said yes again, and then he jumped. And that's why like he did this half halt kind of thing before he jumped. But then, yeah, I promised him, if you jump, you get this result. So now I'm just confirming our little collaboration here. Let's do the other side, Mr. Vill. And then first forward. So it doesn't have to be like full speed ahead from the beginning. And when he goes away from the jump, I'm asking can you go? And then I'm gonna move and position myself and see what he does. So here, he's very determined to do it. There is no doubt at all about it. No doubt at all. He had his position, he has it, his timing, his speed, his power. He knew exactly what he wanted. So that could tell us that when he's on the right lead and the right canter, then maybe he doesn't feel as powerful as doing the left lead. So that means that we have something that we can balancing out, like having him canter a bit more on the right lead. First, to kind of build this side even more, the strength, the coordination, the power, which can get him to get more willingness to actually do the jump. And now we'll encourage a little bit here. So I'm moving and he's going there. Let's see what he says. Yeah, okay, we can take that. We can take that. We can take that. There we go. There we go. So just a little bit. So these are some of the things. We didn't have to deal that much with extroverted behavior, so I'll just theorize it. Because he did a little bit of it there with stopping and locking up and going the other way around. And as you saw, we didn't make a big deal out of it. We just kind of managed it and turned it, directed it into something constructive. And firstly, I tried to get the rope over the head. That didn't work. Then I took and put the rope behind, like down beside his butt. What is it? Is it a nasty stinger? We have these kind of stinger things that has a hook like this, stinging thing, and the horses don't like it, and they fly kind of like a helicopter, and and the horses really don't like them, especially when they're sweaty and warm like he is now and like they are today. Yeah. So, but he'll manage. He'll manage. Not something we have to do anything about, but he'll manage. And now comes the rain. So we'll have to kind of quickly end this before our equipment drowns in this skyfall that's going to come. I just want to say, this guy is actually for sale. The owner has figured out that the two of them is not a match, which there's absolutely nothing bad about. It's actually good that you can find out what kind of match you have, so you can get the right horse, and the horse can get the right human also. So he's actually for sale, and he's a super delight to play with. As you can see, like, he's very fun. There's a lot of forward, there's a lot of good intention. There's a little bit of integrity in him also, but he's very, very nice. And he will be started. He will know how to accept the rider, accept the saddle, accept the human, accept the guidance. He will know how to, let me just finish here, my friend, and then you can go to the others. He will know all the gaits in riding. He will not be super educated, like schooled in any different, any particular discipline, but he will know how to yield. He will know how to back up, go forward, walk, trot, canter, stop, even maybe some sideways. We will work. You see that right there? Zoom in on that. That's the devil. And they really don't like them. The good thing is they don't fly so fast. So if you have a good timing, we can actually get it. Let's see if we can get it here. So let's see. So I'll just hold my hand like this. No, I didn't get it. Sorry. But anyway, so if you are looking for the handsome guy, as we call him, a very, very, very nice horse who is getting insane on this little bug here. A young guy, I think he's only like 4 or 5 or so, something like that. I can't really remember. But really, really flashy and very, very nice with human, very social, and also very good with the other horses. He kind of has a personality that the women like, the horse women likes, even the human women. Then like, let us know, and I'll get you in contact with his owner, and you can sort the things out. So he will be rideable, and he will be ready to really continue his education from the back when he leaves here. So that's a guarantee that I give. It's also a promise I have made his owner, and then it's a promise I will make to his future owner as well. So let us know. The rain is coming. I don't know if there's been any questions or comments. Nothing. Let us know if you are curious to something or have questions about this afterwards, and we will answer it later on. Right now we need to get all this inside and then enjoy the rain, because we love it. It's so good. I'm actually gonna go for a run in this because this is nice. So thank you for now. Remember, go home, do your best, and then make a difference. And we'll see each other next time. Cool.